Greetings, and welcome to A Year of Movies, a Planet Geek production. For this project, we are using the Ivan Walters reference book of 365 films to watch on the day they happened. Each day, we watch a movie associated with the date we are watching it on. And as it is the 27th of July, we are going to be watching High Noon from 1952, directed by Fred Zimmerman and starring Gary Cooper. Now, I will admit that I am aware of the title of this movie, and that's about it. I mean, I do know what the story is about. This is one that always came up in certain conversations and all that, but I just never got around to seeing it personally myself. Meaning, this would be my first watch of this particular movie. And like I had already mentioned, not only does this movie star Gary Cooper, but it also stars Grace Kelly, Lloyd Bridges, Katie Ureto, Ian McDonald, Sheb Woolley, and Lee Van Cleef. Former Marshal Will Kane, played by Gary Cooper, is preparing to leave the small town of Hadleyville with his new bride, Amy, played by Grace Kelly. When he learns that a local criminal, Frank Miller, played by Ian McDonald, has been set free and is coming to seek revenge on the marshal who turned him in. When deputies to fight Miller, Kane is discouraged to find that the time comes for a showdown, and he must face Miller and his cronies alone. So this movie is the perfect example of a ticking clock story. The movie starts off at a set time and setting up to this. Now, obviously, we are dealing with a train carrying a former fugitive on a revenge trip to this town. The train is supposed to show up at noon, so we watch as the situation plays out as this supposed to be retired sheriff is constantly watching the clock, trying to figure out how to save his young bride. Just the situation of different people within the town. It's just a wonderful little vignette of what is almost like a stage play sort of production. It's really cool. It's in black and white. We have performances from some wonderful actors. We also have a few that aren't even in, like Lon Chaney Jr. and Harry Morgan have roles in this movie, which, again, Lon Chaney Jr., the werewolf, the Wolf Man, is just one of my favorite horror films of all time. And then this, I think, might be the 5th or 6th Western alone movie that has Harry Morgan in it, who looks the youngest in this, but like the MASH version of Harry Morgan. I guess it just has always been his voice. His wife's name is Mildred, which is kind of weird if you know MASH. But Marshal Kane just tries to desperately find a solution to his upcoming problem. This fugitive is on his way back to the town who arrested him, but the judge of the town that convicted him, and the judge just hightails him out of there with an hour and 20 minutes till the train arrives. And again, throughout the whole entire thing, there's the drama of, you see the clock, it's getting closer to noon, and you can see how desperate people to help him. He even goes to the church is so divided on the, hey, you got into this issue, you get out of it, or the other part is hey, this is the man that helped clean up our town and all that. Is so disturbed by being overlooked for being the replacement sheriff that he actually up and quits and doesn't lend a hand. It's just so wonderful, this tableau of these wonderful pulp characters in this Western situation. It's just such a treat to have watched. Plus, it's also quite a short watch. And like I said, we're almost watching it in real time. 10:35 a.m. on Sunday, July 27th, 1873, when the three gunmen ride through waiting for their fourth member to arrive. And because the movie takes place in less than 90 minutes, the whole entire film is the day of the movie. And when it came to the Academy Awards for that particular season, it ended up winning for Best Actor for Gary Cooper, Best Film Editing, Best Original Musical Score, and Best Song. It also ended up getting nominated for Best Director, Best Picture, and Best Adapted Screenplay. And on that note, we're going to wrap up this particular episode and look off into the future to see what movie we're going to be watching for tomorrow, which is going to be the 28th of July, and that is going to be Without Limits from 1998. So until next time, go see a movie.